Let us pay homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Let us take the three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Okay, we shall now chant the verses to observe the 5 precepts. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinadana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kamesu miccācara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musavada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Surameraya majjapamadatthana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So good morning, brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. Welcome to the Buddhist Fellowship Sunday service. What a big difference a few months has made to the Sunday service. Before this, we used to gather at the Buddhist Fellowship, the Dhamma Hall. We will listen to an inspiring talk by a teacher that is invited weekly. And then after that, partake in the sumptuous buffet lunch, all sponsored by volunteers. And then after that, we can do fellowship, we can meet friends. And before we go back, happy for the rest of the Sunday. Today, the Dhamma comes to home. In fact, today, world-renowned teachers, the Dhamma talk comes live to our home. Is it good? Is it bad? So today our topic is about developing peace and stillness in our mind. You know, the Mangala Sutta, there's a verse about samananancha dasanam etang mangalang utamam. Looking at samanas, people who contemplate, sitting down quietly at peace, itself is motivational. So this samana, the contemplative, is in all of us. By just walking into the Dhamma hall, looking at people quietly sitting on the floor, cross-legged, eyes closed in meditation, itself, it's a motivation and inspiration for us to develop our mind and cultivate ourselves. So is it bad or is it good now that the Dhamma comes to home? But for sure, I know somebody who is very stressed with the new arrangement. That is the treasurer of the Buddhist Fellowship. Last time when we gathered at the Buddhist Fellowship, after Sunday service, people will drop donations into the donation boxes. Today, people don't go to Buddhist Fellowship anymore, and the donation boxes are all empty. But Buddhist Fellowship still needs to pay for services, pay bills, pay for rental. There's a skeleton staff where they draw salary. Of course, the rest of the staffs are volunteers. They do this willingly, day in, day out, week in, week out, bringing the Dhamma to our home. So let's express our gratitude to this team of dedicated volunteers who work for us, helping us grow, helping us develop ourselves. So it's like that. Sabbe Sankara Anicca, the Buddha says. All conditioned things are impermanent in nature. Things change. Things always change. The way we work change. Our family unit change. So that's a right view. Samadhi of the Noble Eightfold Path, recognizing that things change all the time. But at the same time, in our mind, there is this desire to keep things the same, because we expect things the same. Because we expect things the same, there is stress. We get worried. There's anxiety. So there is dukkha. There is dukkha. Our body changed too. We fall sick. We're exposed to virus and sickness and ailments. We grow old, and eventually we will all die. That is dukkha. We worry. We worry about our health. We worry about the health of people around us. So that's Dhamma, that's nature. It's like that. In fact, this body is quite disgusting. You know, we have got quite a few orifices around our body, a few holes around our body. And everything that oozes out from all these orifices are quite disgusting in nature. You know, we swallow our saliva all the time. Just visualize that if you have to collect one spoonful of your own saliva, take a spoonful, take a look at it, and smell it. Would you swallow it again? That's quite disgusting, right? You know, we pay a lot of money for food. It looks very nice, it's very nicely presented, it smells very nice. And then we put in the mouth, it tastes very good. Just imagine, just before you swallow, this very nice food that looks beautiful, just before you swallow, take it up. Would you eat it again? So yes, perception. You know, this is all the power of perception. The perception sometimes can end up with devastating effect. Just recently in America, somebody perceive that another person with a certain skin color type is not a good person. No matter how much you explain, it ends up with a big social problem. But quite often we take perception as our own. We own it. I, me, mine, my perception, my view is like that. This is my idea. This is how I feel. Our mind too. We get angry easily. We get angry easily because we take things personally. There's anxiety because of this constant change. Sabbe Sankara Anicca. Because of the constant change of conditioned things. There's anxiety, there is stress, there is suffering. Since day one, we've been told to work very hard. Very hard in school, work very hard in school so we can score high marks. We score high marks, pass exam with flying colors so we can get good job. When we enter the workforce, okay, we work very hard to get a promotion. So we achieve and achieve and achieve. And we get rewarded with more money and more promotion. So we keep becoming better at what we're doing. So the corporation, the business world come up with ladders for us to climb. So we keep climbing a ladder, a flight of ladder every few years. And a lot of services and goods that we produce, we ourselves consume so little. So eventually we reach the top of our corporate ladder and you feel comfortable for a few years and it's time to retire. And once you retire, you find that whatever skill and services and goods that you have produced is of not much use to you. And we end up lost. Now, for the rest of our life, there's not a lot to do because you have retired. And very often in the course of our life too, there are certain occasions where there's nowhere to go, nothing to do. And our mind gets disturbed. Hindrance to this peace. We get very restless. Wanting to do something, plenty of energy in the mind, plenty of energy physically, very restless. And it's very stressful. The other hindrance is boredom. We get bored. When there's nothing to do, we get very bored. The mind is just not peaceful. So it's a lot of suffering. We get bored. Or we get angry. Angry with everything and everybody. We then become a liability to people around us and a liability to ourselves. Or another hindrance, another distraction to this peace is desire. Because we have got this body, by nature we have got to keep this body going, so there's a lot of desire for food. So we think about food all the time. What to eat, where to find good food. And it is also part of nature. This body needs to reprocreate. So once food, hunger is satisfied, the mind thinks about sex and romance. That's also nature. So it's like that. No peace. No stillness of the mind. If we do not cultivate ourselves, if we do not train, we do not practice. So the Buddha prescribed the Noble Eightfold Path for us to get out of this samsara. This cycle of rebirth. We make the same mistake again. We talk about the same nonsense again, chase after the same thing again, chase after our own tail over and over. So there's a way out. There's a way out. It is this path, this Noble Eightfold Path, starting with samadhi, right view. Is all things are impermanent in nature. All conditioned things impermanent in nature. Sama, sankara, sabbe sankara, anicca. and there is dukkha. Dukkha has got to be understood. Understand that there is dukkha. There is dukkha. But within this, knowing what causes dukkha, we learn how to let go of it. To learn how to let go of it, it is this Noble Eightfold Path. You know, when we do salutation to the Sangha, salutation to people who practice well, both monks and lay people who practice well, people who's awakened, we chant Supatipano, Uju Patipano, Nyaya Patipano, Samichi Patipano. It's Patipano, Patipano. Patipano means practice, training. So it's Patipano, Patipano, Patipano. So it's training, 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 practice, practice, practice. This mind needs to be trained and can be trained. Samadhi. I'm sorry. Samavayamo is effort. We've got to put in this effort. Training, of course, we've got to put in the effort. Effort to continue to remind the mind, to come back to sati, to awareness, mindfulness. So watch our own mind. We have got this perception. Sometimes we have a perception. Then we have got certain emotions. When we have got a perception, certain emotion will arise. Watch this emotion that arise. Knowing, aware. Samadhi. This stillness of the mind. Right stillness of the mind. Right concentration. Right stillness of the mind, right concentration will strengthen mindfulness. So today, our talk will be quite brief. We have done most of it. And the rest of it is this training, this practice. So be ready to sit down for the next half an hour to 45 minutes for a practice, to watch this mind, to practice taming this mind to develop peace and stillness of the mind. So choose a place that is quiet. And you have got background, TV or radio on, please switch them off. A quiet place would preferably be your bedroom or your studies, where nobody disturbs. And then sit down. If you can sit cross-legged, it will be good to sit cross-legged. If not, sit on the chair is fine too. Know that you are sitting down. This is knowing. Sati means mindfulness. It also means knowing, aware. Notice. Notice what's going on our body, what's going on in our mind. Notice that you're sitting down. There are many words to describe sitting down. Sitting down means, legs placed this way. Sitting down means certain part of your body are contacting the firm surface. Sitting down means certain part of your body touching certain part of your body. Sitting down means quite a lot. So be aware or notice that sitting down means like this. Sitting down. I'm sitting down. Be aware. So be aware that you are sitting down. Then bring your mindfulness to the back of your body, your backbone. Visualize your backbone as a stack of bones, stacked one on top of each other. To sit for half an hour, 45 minutes, to sit still. And we make this gentle determination to say we will sit in this position and try not to move. So this will be our effort. Vayamu. This will be our effort to say, I make a gentle determination not to move. So the position of least resistance, least stress, will be for this stack of bones to stack up perfectly on top of each other. So visualize or move your body in such a way that the bones are stacked on top of each other. Least resistance, least effort to keep our body upright. Then now move your head so that the CG, the center of gravity of your head, runs down this stack of bones. So we call it the spine, runs down your spine. Again, the position of least resistance to keep our head upright and our body upright. Now close your eyes and visualize with the eyes closed that you're looking far into the horizon. So that will be the position. And remember this body position. So lock it visually in the mind. This is the position that has got the least resistance. So sitting down, cultivating the mind, training, developing, practice is this position. So occasionally, it is good to come back and check to see if the body is in this position. Yes, all conditioned things are impermanent in nature. After a while, it will drift off. So come back and set it back in this position. Now bring the mindfulness, your awareness, your knowing in front of your face. So in front of your face is your nose and the air in front. Aware that you are breathing, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing is a whole bodily exercise. It involves the tummy, involves the chest, involves the nose. That is not most pronounced. Breathing is more than that. But never mind. Wherever that you can notice yourself breathing. So this body is breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing is like that. I can feel breathing from my chest area, or I can feel breathing from my tummy area, or I can feel breathing through the nose. It doesn't matter. Just be aware. Just know. You are breathing in, you are also breathing out. You're breathing in, you're also breathing out. Notice when you breathe in, there is a pause before you breathe out. Notice when you breathe out, there is a pause before you breathe in. Are you breathing long? Is the breathing rough? Just let it be. That's nature. Just watch nature. It's like that. Or are you breathing short? Or are you breathing smooth? Let it be. Breath in certain way has got its own cause and effect. But that will come later. So we just watch, just be aware. This practice is the practice of awareness, a practice of knowing, noticing that this being, this body is breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing. So I'll keep quiet for the next few minutes for you to watch this being, breathing in, breathing out, without expecting anything. Just watch. If your mind drifts away, gently bring the mind back to the awareness of the breath. But if you find that your mind is very active, that is an awareness too, aware that the mind is very active, thinking about this, thinking about that. Just ask the mind, what are you thinking? And once the thinking stops, come back to the awareness of the breath. If you need to anchor the mind on the breathing, try counting the breath. Breathe in, know that you're breathing in, then there's a pause. Breathe out, count 1. Breathe in, know that there's breathing in, then there is a pause after that. Then breathe out, count 2. Count 3. Up to 5, and start from 1 again. Sounds easy, but very often we will overcount or we will lose count. No problem. Forgive yourself and start from 1 again. So this is a very valuable lesson that we learn. We learn to forgive ourselves, to forgive others. We got to forgive ourselves. This is a sense of Dhamma. This is a sense of generosity. We learn the basic of sense of generosity just from breathing in, breathing out, and counting the breath from 1 to 5. And we smile to ourselves gently and say, counting breath from 1 to 5 also not easy. So it is not easy. And we put a smile on our face, relax. and be cheerful about the whole practice. To do anything well, we must enjoy doing it. Once we enjoy doing whatever we do, we will excel in whatever we do. Same thing when we motivate others. So what is the mind thinking? Come back to the awareness of the breath. Breathe in, you know. Pause, you know. Breathe out, you know. Pause, you know. Is it long? You know. Is it short? You know. Is it smooth? You know. Is it rough? You know. So we train our mind in the knowing. Know the basic nature. It's like this. The mind drifts away. Have a smile and say it's like that. The mind is like that. And bring it back again. It's like taming a wild animal. It's a gradual practice. Gradually, slowly, we tame this wild horse. Eventually, this horse can do a lot of work for us. So as we practice for a few minutes now, what is your emotion? How do you feel now? Do you feel agitated, angry, sad, peaceful, or whatever word you can take it? Doesn't, no right, no wrong, doesn't matter. Or very simple, do you feel pleasant? Do you feel nice? Do you feel not nice now? Both your mind and your body? Or do you feel neutral? Again, no right, no wrong answer. Just seek truth. Know for yourself. This is nice feeling. This is not so nice feeling. or this is not nice, also not nice. Neutral. That's also all right. How do you feel? What is your emotion? Both your mind and your body. See if you can find a sensitive part of your body. Our usual sensitive part of our body are your stomach area, your gut. Yes, with certain emotion, we feel certain sensation in our gut, in our stomach. Another sensitive area in the middle of your chest. Certain emotion, certain feeling. We can feel something in the middle of our chest. Certain tightness, certain sense of energy, a lump there. So people describe it differently. In the middle of your chest, or your throat area, with certain emotion, there is certain sensation around our throat area. So we used all kinds of words. Words are just words. We use all kinds of words to describe a lump, okay, yeah, a choke. Doesn't matter. Is it nice? Is it not nice? But just aware. Just notice that there's a sensation there. There's a sensation. Or the forehead, or between your eyebrow. See if you can find a sensation there. And how does it feel? Which is the strongest? Which area is the strongest? Give attention. Bring your mindfulness to the area that is strongest. And how does it feel? At the same time, watching the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So you'll be like riding this horse that is tame now. Riding the horse. Know that the horse is trotting slowly, gently. At the same time, you can watch. You can watch. Look at the scenery. Look at the sunset. Look at the flowing river. But this time, you look within. Look inside our body. The stomach. The chest area. The throat. The forehead. At the same time, be aware of this body, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. So how does it feel? This sensitive area that you have identified, how does it feel? So now I'm going to do a chant. I will chant the Great Compassion Dharani. So listen to this chant. At the same time, watch the thinking in the mind. So for a clue, the mind will judge, good, bad, right, wrong. The mind will feel nice, not nice, neutral. The mind and the body is connected. The body will feel something. So as you just listen to the chant, notice the mind judging, good, bad, right, wrong. Notice the mind feels nice, not nice, or neutral. Notice there's certain sensitive part of your body there is a reaction. So please listen to this chant the great compassion Dharani. Namo Ratnatraya Namo Aryajan Sagara Vairoja Iharajaya Athagataya Arahate Sambuddhaya Namo Swaraya Tathagatebhyaha Arahatebhya Sambuddhabhya Namariya Avalokite Swaraya Bodhisattvaya Mahasattvaya Mahakarunikaya Aya Om Daradara Diri Diri Itewa Te Chale Chale Prachale Prachale Kusum Kusuma Vareli Chitijvalamarpayeso So continue to watch. What's the mind doing? At the same time, you are riding on this horse, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. The body, which is a sensitive part. How does it feel? Where does it feel? All right, brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. So this is the end of our training today. This is the end of our practice. You can slowly open your eyes. And we will do some commentary. So we practice for a few minutes, calming the mind, bringing the mind to a state where we can have some degree of concentration, some degree of calm, so we can watch the body and the mind. Once we are able to watch the body and the mind, we can make use of this wild horse. This wild horse can take us far. Events in life comes out, whether it's pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Instead of owning it, instead of repeating it, instead of reasoning, justifying, end up causing pain to ourselves. We bring this attention to within and watch our own body. This is called taking care of ourselves. Bring the attention back to our own body, give it time, give it effort, give it care, Give it attention. Give it time, give it care, give it attention means to take care of ourselves. To take care of others, we have got to take care of ourselves first. So same thing. Sometimes we feel anxious, we get angry, or we feel jealous. For us to feel this way with this kind of emotion, we must have gone through a few times justifying, reasoning, before the body becomes aware of this emotion. Once we become aware of this, bring the attention within. Where does it show the most? The stomach, or the chest area, or the lung, or the forehead area. And now, instead of thinking about the issue, we bring our attention, bring our mind to the feeling within. So when we have an emotion, there are two parts of it. First is the thinking, the story, the analyzing, the reasoning. Very often we are stuck with that. We go round and round and round. Okay, justifying. Very often I am right, the other person is wrong. Get justifying the self. Now, once you notice that, bring the attention to the body. By doing that, we let go of the self. We take care of this self. Take care of the body. Of course, sounds very easy. Okay, yeah. This practice requires practice, training. So it's after years of training that we are able to let go. So if you are not able to let go initially, don't worry. Keep trying. Keep practicing. Okay, yeah. After a while, you find that when somebody says something or an event in life happens, the mind knows that the mind is grasping on something, clinging on to an idea, an event, an issue. The mind let go of that event, the mind comes back to within. It is always very comfortable when the mind comes back to within. It is also very safe too when the mind comes back to within, whereby taking care of ourselves. To take care of others, we must take care of ourselves first. Yeah. So this is the practice, brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. We listen to Dhamma talk week after week. That's very nice. It is very motivational. What is as important, if not more important, is this practice, this training of the mind. Yeah. So whenever you are free, whenever you are free with a few moments, or whenever we go about doing our daily activities, imagine the mind riding on this horse, this mind that is controlled, that is tamed now, watching this being, this self, this being, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. This awareness of the mind, knowing this being, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, is itself a refuge, a sanctuary. It's our typhoon shelter. Yeah? That's where we make sure our mind don't get into too much of a trouble. Okay? Yeah? So, brothers and sisters in the Dhamma, this is the end of the talk today. Thank you for tuning in. May you make good progress, training and taming the mind. May you practice Sama Vayamo. Right effort. Right effort is continuous effort. Keep training, keep practicing, and we keep practicing until we draw our last breath. Taking care of ourselves, watching within. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. If the breath is long, let it be. If the breath is short, let it be. Not wanting this or that. That itself is contentment. Have a good afternoon.
Dedication of merits. Let us invite all sentient beings to participate in our acquired merits. Etta vata cha amhehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Etta vata cha amhehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Etta vata cha amhehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Let us dedicate the merits of participating in this wholesome Dhamma activity to our departed relatives and friends. Idang me tinang ho tu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me tinang ho tu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me tinang ho tu sukita hontu nyatayo. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.